Bonjour, welcome back to Brown Sugar Baby TV. I am going to do a little story time. I know I told you guys that I was going to be doing like motivational stories and things to keep you guys in line and just to essentially become your best self, right? I'm still going to do content like that, but I thought it'd be really fun to do a story time. My first video actually on here was a story time about fake friends. You should check it out. I don't know, maybe you can relate. So check that out if you want to. But today's story time is going to be about how one of my homegirls stole my little boo or whatever, okay? So it goes like this, right? I was in middle school. You know, that's when most girls start kind of wondering about boys and you know how it go, right? I believe I was in the 7th or 8th grade. I don't remember for sure what grade it was, but I know for a fact that it was middle school. First of all, let me just say the neighborhood I grew up in was kind of shady. You know, there's parents messing around with other people's spouses. It was just crazy. So maybe everybody was kind of like getting those vibes from their own parents. It was a crazy time for real. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie. I had 2 girlies take my man. We don't name the boy Ricky. So boom. I was like really shy. I had moved into the neighborhood. I was really shy. But one thing about me is I love to go outside and play. May I mention that I was very much so a tomboy. Basketball shorts. I was wearing Elmo shirt, Crayola shirt, any shirt that had like a cartoon on it. I was most definitely wearing it, okay? And I had like headbands that would match like the shirts. It was just a mess child. I don't know why my family just let me go out here like that. But I guess that's what I wanted to wear at that time. I don't regret it. So I had moved into the neighborhood and immediately I saw this family with all these boys. There was one of them that just caught my eye. I'm like, oh my God, he is beautiful. Y'all, he had some beautiful hair. He had some cute lips. I wasn't even, on to stuff like that, but something in my little heart was like, I'm interested, and I never made no moves or nothing, but he was sneaky. Like I said, his name's gonna be Ricky for this story. So Ricky, he like always make these kind of googly eyes at me and stuff, and I was intrigued. I'm like, dang, like, I'm feeling it because not only is he attractive, but I think he's feeling me actually, even with my tomboy look. And so we're playing in the backyard, but he had left his door open. I'm like, why is he always doing that? And then like literally one day he was like, come inside his crib. I'm like, shoot, here goes nothing. So boom, I go into Ricky's house. I'm a little confused. I'm nervous. The butterflies are going crazy. He put me close and he just looked at me. I'm looking at him. Sparks just started flying. We started. That was like my first little kiss. Boom. So, I kind of kept it on a DL. I didn't tell nobody about it. And neither did he. When I go back to school, all of a sudden, one of my homegirls, I'm going to name her name's going to be Day Day, was like, oh my gosh, I got a date this weekend. We going to the movies. She talking about she going to the movies and stuff. And granted, my mama was not about to let me go to no movies with no boy. Her mother allowed her to kind of do whatever she wanted, even in middle school. So yeah, she's like, oh, I'm doing this and that. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. Who are you going with? She showed me who it is. And I'm like, I'm just trying to be cool. I'm like, ain't no way. Now, all of a sudden, she just is going out with the guy that I have had this makeout sesh with. And I'm like, dang, like, this mother move on quick. He didn't ask me to go on no date. That's neither here or there. So yeah, I'm like, okay, this bit really just something else. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I literally try to tell her, like, hey girl, I only kissed him, but I try to tell her, like, I like him. And she didn't give no, she was the type of a female, like, if she wanted something, she's gonna go get it. And I ain't mad at her for that. Do you? I was disgusted by it. And I would see him sometimes and he wouldn't even look my way. I was like, you shady mother. Anyway, so yeah, he treated me like he didn't know me. He was telling her like, oh, she's ugly. I don't even know her. I'm sitting there just like, and you gonna listen to this bit? Like, you gonna listen, I call him a bit, but you gonna listen to this man? Like, what about me? What about our friendship, girl? Like, you don't even care you're choosing this boy that you don't even know like that? You met him on Facebook. Y'all met through Facebook. You just head over heels, right? It's funny because weeks later, he tried to just slide back into my life like it was nothing. And I was so young and dumb back then, y'all. I was like, okay, I don't care. After I told her what was up, she didn't believe me. She thought I was lying. She thought I was just making stuff up. I'm like, girl, I live by him. Like, why would I lie? Like, I don't need to lie about this. But he's really just a dude and not it. I mean, you can find really great guys, don't get me wrong, but during that time, it just wasn't that. So, and then to tell you guys about the other time, my other friend who was actually his age, because me and Tang Tang, we were the same age. So we were in like 6th, 7th grade. He was maybe like 9th, 10th grade. After that happened, he was in the streets, even at the age that we were at. So this other girl, I'm going to name her Crystal. She was his age, like I was telling you guys. And I saw Crystal like an older sister, somebody that I could talk to about anything, essentially. Why did Crystal end up doing the same thing that I was doing with him? So there would be days my mom wouldn't let me go outside while everybody else is outside. And y'all know, growing up, being outside, for real, riding your bike, being with the kids, playing in the rain, messing with trees and going on little scavenger hunts, whatever. My mama would work, so she would tell us sometimes we couldn't go outside till she got home. You know, black mamas, they just be saying anything. And it made no sense to me. I'm like, girl, I can function outside. I used to look outside the blind job to see what everybody doing, because I'm like, I wish I was outside. They got to play outside even though their parents were home. So I was a little jealous about that. But y'all, I literally saw Tang Tang and Crystal.
Hey, so I had to chime in because I realized that I was so excited explaining this story time that I said Tang Tang and Crystal when I should have said Ricky and Crystal. So just so that we're on the same page with the story time, I meant to say Ricky and Crystal, not Tang Tang. Tang Tang was my old bestie. Ricky was the dude in the story. So just wanted to clarify that.
Crystal, he let her in the front door. Y'all had to go through the back door. He opened that thing, and his brothers and stuff are still outside. It was just them going inside the house. I said, well, I'll be damned. Once again, like, I'm not gonna lie, I never spoke too much about my relationship with him, especially after the first girl that I was cool with. She tried to play in my face like I didn't know this person, so they ain't up to no good. And it was very obvious. Plus, they were in there for a while.
What do you think they were doing?
Plus, they were older than me. They have way more experience. So once again, here I go, get my little feels hurt. And I'm trying to, like, not think about it. I'd shut the blind. I'm like, he really just be out here in these streets, like, and then he always be trying to come back to me. And once again, yeah, I did let him come back. I'm trying to tell her, like, hey, like, not only has he been with me and my friend, but now he's doing it to you. Tell me why this girl said she don't care. It was ruthless. Truth being told, me and her was still cool even after all that. Eventually, her family had moved away, so then it was just my family and the other kids, and then Ricky's family. But Krista moved away, so that was kind of the end of that. And I ended up stopped really messing with him too, to be honest, because I just started becoming like the type of girl who realized the people that I trusted and would actually open up to, sometimes they would end up hurting me. And that's just kind of like, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Unfortunately, I just want you guys to take at least two things from this video. One, there will be a lot of situations that can occur in your life. You know, you can choose to deal with them however you want because it's your life. But I just suggest when it comes to dealing with boys or friends that you just put yourself first. Don't ever try to like beg for somebody to be in your life, because I don't lie, I would be so hurt just trying to understand it and all that. But there's nothing for me to understand. It is what it is, and there's nothing for you to understand. Just let it go. Even where I'm at in my life now, I'm still learning is to let things go, let things be, because life is short, and I don't want anybody who's subscribed to me to feel like anything from the past should still be weighing on their heart. Let that hurt go. Okay, because there's so much life out here and you deserve to be happy, and don't worry about stuff like you can't really control, that you have no control over. Okay, so that's one. Two, I really just want you guys to know that at the end of the day, there's going to be people who come in your life for certain reasons and really for just seasons. There's some people that are going to be in your life long term, and there's people that's going to be in life short term. With that being said, it is okay to fall out with people. It is okay to distance yourself from people and just focus on you, because I say that it's okay to distance yourself because it took me a while personally to understand that there's only one you. Like, I'm gonna keep saying that. Like, there's only one you, and they're going to be missing you, okay? They will probably try to come back to your life or want to apologize. They can apologize all they want, but it's just better for you to move forward because you're beyond that, okay? But again, I was in middle school. Like, yeah, that's how petty it is. I hope you enjoyed the story time today. I will make sure to have more content out for you guys. Bye.